Hey guys, what's good? JJJBoxing. So I made a prediction video on who I thought will win the Canelo Charlo fight. A really in-depth prediction. Check it out, guys. And I said that Charlo would win the fight because he would, if he sticks to the game plan, he maintains his distance, controls the distance, uses the jab. He'll be able to win rounds and win a decision in the fans' eyes, and anyway. But there's also another way this fight could go down, and obviously I can't pick both things to happen. I have to pick one outcome, and I do believe that if Charlo does stick to the game plan and is disciplined, will win by decision. But the other scenario is he doesn't stay disciplined and he gets too aggressive and he makes it a firefight, kind of like how he fought Castano, and he gets caught and gets pretty much stopped by Canelo. That's the other outcome that I think could very well happen. I think those are the two highest possible outcomes of how this fight will play out. It's either Charlo is going to win by outboxing Canelo or Canelo's going to knock out Charlo. And I really feel like if Charlo tries to be a hero or tries to get too brave and stay too long at close range with Canelo, which he does because he lands a couple good shots and then he goes in and he starts swinging more wild hooks and trying to land power shots like he did with Castano, and he can be off balance when he does that, or he's in close range where the shorter fighter Canelo can land his heavy shots, which that's how Canelo hurts people. He gets them, he gets to set his feet and he gets to sit down on his shots. But if you're at a good distance, you can't do that. And the only fighter to really have success at close range, really, with Golovkin, I would say John Ryder had success, but he didn't win the fight, right? He got hurt, he got battered, he got knocked down. I'd say the only one who's been successful in the pocket, close range with Canelo is Triple G. But even then, Triple G didn't come out unscathed. So if Charlo tries to implement that certain style, sure, he'll have success for a little bit, but how long can he endure the power shots of Canelo? Eventually, he's going to break Charlo down if he continues to fight the firefight on the inside. So that's why I believe Charlo has to be smart and stick to the game plan, control the distance. And when I say, I don't mean just the whole fight. He has to play it super safe and be running around the ring. He's got to be scoring, right? And he's got to get Canelo's respect sometimes. He can't just be pot-shotting with lighter shots and not sitting down on his shots, because then Canelo won't respect you. So I do believe that he needs to follow the Bivol blueprint, not the Mayweather one, because that one was so long ago. You can't really go by that anymore. You can take some things from it, but I feel like the Bivol fight's recent, and Charlo is more around Bivol's size and dimensions. And that's the Canelo of recent. So he has to do what Bivol did, and Bivol, what he did was smart was, I know my dog's in the back looking for the bone I put away, but I don't want him having it. So Bivol was smart because he didn't get too aggressive. He didn't just walk in, even if he landed a couple good shots, he didn't want to just get too over anxious and try to hurt Canelo or try to go in for the kill, right? Even though Canelo maybe looked tired or frustrated. But he would, like I said, when Canelo is frustrated and tired, especially later in the fight or in between punches, Charlo should do what Bivol did and should sit down on his shots for a short term, for only a little bit, maybe one or two, do the 1-2, maybe the 1-2-3, but then get out. Don't give time for Canelo to sit down on his shots. That's what Bivol did. And use more straight shots, because what Bivol did was use the 1-2-1 or just the 1-2, like very straight shots. There's more distance between you. When you throw a hook, you got to get a bit closer to your opponent. So I feel like Charlo should utilize the jab and the straight right more to keep Canelo at the end of the shots, but sit down on them to get Canelo's respect. So I believe if Charlo does that, he can win the fight by decision. It'll be hard to knock out Canelo unless Canelo really slips. Like, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to knock him out. Knock him down will even be hard, but you never know. If you time the shot right, anyone can be knocked down, right? But if he doesn't, say he's not disciplined, he doesn't follow the game plan, or just say Canelo's mental and physical pressure makes him stray away from the game plan, that could happen as well. Maybe the motions of Charlo won't, because I feel like when Charlo lands a shot, he wants to go in for the kill. He wants more. He gets power hungry, right? So that could be the situation where he gets away from the game plan. Or it could be like he just wants one back, right? But that could be dangerous for him as well. And Canelo could counter. Or maybe just the mental and physical pressure throughout the fight will eventually break down Charlo mentally, and then he'll get out of the game plan. So that could happen as well. And if that happens, he could get knocked out by Canelo. But Canelo is he's a vicious puncher. Let's just call it the way it is. He gets extreme leverage on his shots. He's explosive. And when you let him sit down on his shots, Canelo, and you're not a moving target, which if you look at Charlo, sometimes he tends to stay around in the pocket with the opponent. If he fights the way he did against Castano, that won't work. He'll get knocked out probably. Unless, I don't know, if he doesn't get knocked out, he'll take severe damage. That's for sure. He will land his shots on Canelo, but Canelo will land on him. And it's just, I don't know how much. Not many people can take Canelo's shots throughout the whole fight. You either get broken down and you get knocked out, your orbital bone gets shattered, or your arm just gets paralyzed like Callum Smith. You can't take shots from Canelo throughout the whole fight and expect to not get knocked out. Like, not many people can get through the fight, right? So, like, I just feel like if he fights the way he did against Castano, he would have to be extremely durable to last the whole fight, right? More than likely, he'll get stopped by Canelo. So he has to he has to be a moving target. You can't sit in front of Canelo. That doesn't work unless you're Triple G. That just won't work. So that's the other way this fight could go. If Charlo doesn't follow all of the stuff I just mentioned, Canelo will break him down, probably knock him out. That's a likely scenario. But I do believe Charlo has the potential and the skills to win this fight if he has the good game plan. Because we already know what Canelo brings. It's all about what Charlo's going to bring. That will determine how this fight goes. This is Triple J Boxing, guys. Thanks for watching.